Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri State's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? And the Bears decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Southern Miss's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Makes the grab. It's Breeze. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Breeze. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Bounced off his feet. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. finds a man on the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Doyle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads quickly. At the 45 on his way. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Golden Eagles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick release on the RPO. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. Got some room in under the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it behind the line. It's Salter. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
Turning it on! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Missouri State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So the 16-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good game. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable 1st half in this New Mexico Bowl. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the 2nd half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here and this drive to start off the 2nd half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this 2nd half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And that one will give them the lead. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. This one's complete.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Breeze. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete on the right side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The RPO, it's complete. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got it in the middle, it's Salter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Bears will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gives it on the option. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
it's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what...
Snags it down the right side. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice pickup on as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Down Southern Miss. And the route. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped.